Gonna try this again. First live stream got cut. So let's go ahead and get it. Gonna try this again. So the time is at hand. And the elites are speeding up their program. And they're making it whereas family members are now being perceived as domestic terror threats. With this new directive by Joe Biden, if you see something, say something. If you perceive that your family member is being radicalized. Now the problem with that is, if your son or your daughter gets disciplined by you, now they can call you in and report you as being radicalized. So Esau Edom is getting desperate and is being made bare. Let's go ahead and start with that one. So he is the sword of the Lord. So the Bible says, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. So that devil, or the sword of the Lord, is Esau Edom. Devil comes from the Greek diablos, slanderer, deceiver, or false accuser. Let's go to Psalm 17. We're going to show you the book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 4. Concerning the works of men, by the word of thy lips, I have kept me from the path of the destroyer. Who is that destroyer? Let's go to Psalms 120. The book of Psalms, chapter 120, verse 2. Deliver my soul, O Lord, from lying lips and from a deceitful tongue. Verse 5. Let's go to verse 6. The book of Psalms, chapter 120, verse 6. My soul have long dwelt with him that hateth peace. I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war. So who's stirring up domestic terror narrative, accusing the citizens of America as being domestic threats? Who's stirring up pandemonium, creating mass panic, creating crisis exercises? Who's doing that? Who's using a media propaganda machine to stir up fear and panic that's gathering for war? Who's doing that? Sleazy E. Let's go back to Psalms 17. The book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 8. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. Who controls the military? Who controls the Federal Bureau of Investigation? The Secret Council of the Wicked, the Council on Foreign Affairs, the Central Intelligence Agency. Who controls these entities, these agencies? Psalm 17, verse 8. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. So the wings or the refuge of comfort is under the shadow of the word, Yahweh Shai. The book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 11. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes, bowing down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Who controls these agencies? Like the Bilderberg Group that meets in secret, the Club of Rome, the Council on Foreign Relations, Esau, Edom. Psalm 17, verse 11 again. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes, bowing down to the earth. They got surveillance everywhere now. Unmarked vehicles parking next to me. A man just sitting there in his vehicle, not going anywhere. So they compass us round about. Surveillance, listening devices, the National Security, or NSC, the National Surveillance Committee. Psalm 17, verse 12. Like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Somebody posts, the devil walketh about as a lion, seeking whom he may devour. I think it's 1 Peter 5 and 8. The book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 12 again. Like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So Esau is also a sword of the Lord. The wicked. Let's read it again. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, from men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, whose belly thou fillest with thy hidden treasure. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. Let's go to the comment board. Well, this is not talking about a man with a large pitchfork, with devil horns and a pointy tail. Let's go into it further. Let's go into that hungry lion. 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. The book of 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. See? That's who it's talking about. Who is that? What is a lion? A hunter. A killer. Let's go to Genesis. Genesis. Chapter 25. What is a lion? A killer. A hunter seeking to devour its prey. The book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 25. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Ishashura placed it away as he, because he lacks pigment. And in the ancient world, they dyed the garments red. Verse 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. So that roaring lion is sleazy, evil E. Let's go back to Psalms 17. A hunter, a killer. The book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 11. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes, bowing to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. So the secret counsel of the wicked, Esau Edom. So this man is getting ready to be unleashed. The sword of the Lord. One of the swords of the Lord. Not the sword. One of the swords of the Lord. Let's go back to the comment board. One moment. Yep. Brother Gabar Dama, Psalms 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. America, which comes from Amerigo or America, which means bitter, named after Amerigo Vespucci, an Italian and Edomite. Africa, Leoscipius Africanus, that conquered Africa. Even Asia was named after conquering Edomites. So they think that their houses or their family generations are going to continue to rule forever. That's what they think. Let's read it again. The book of Psalms, chapter 49, verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. Exactly. So this man thinks he's going to continue to rule in wickedness, but he sensed that he's fallen. What happens when a man is falling? Desperation. He begins to grab, scratch, claw. So this devil, this great red beast, is falling. So he's going to start to bite, scratch, claw, gnaw. So we got to be circumspect. Let's read that. Brother Gabar Dama, Ephesians 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Let's go to Revelations 12. So that devil comes from the Greek, diablos, deceiver, slanderer, or false accuser. Book of Revelations, chapter 12, verse 7. And there was a great war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. So this is talking about the chariots of the Lord invading and fighting the militaries of the United Nations under the great red dragon. Why you think the Pentagon declassified the so-called UFO reports? But you're going to lose, Evil E, red dragon. Revelations 12, verse 7. And there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. They're going to be fall or cast down from rulership. Heaven, in this context, represents rulership under Edom. What are these angels? They're militaries. Revelations 12, verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So they're going to be defeated, sorely defeated. It's going to be the quickest military decisive battle known to mankind. And these cave beasts are going to be cast to the earth with his tail in between his legs. The tail of the other nations. The trail of the United Nations following this great red dragon. So to be cast into the earth means to be brought down from rulership. The book of Revelations, chapter 12, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night. How are they doing this? With their propaganda, their media. That's how they're accusing the Israelites day and night. Or now, the other nations, domestic terrorists. Esau Edom is the biggest terrorist on the planet Earth. He's the damn terrorist. So they are accusing us day and night with their media, their news. Revelations 12, verse 10 again. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto the death. So we have the victory through Yahushua, which have given us the words of Bible prophecy. So we have to have faith in Yahushua, our sacrificial lamb. Verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Say what? Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. He's ramping it up. You see something, say something. Now family members are going to be calling you radicalized terrorists. So they're using this as an act or show of desperation. He's fallen, and he knows it. The Israelites are waking up. The valley of the dry bones are coming to life that have been scattered into all nations, coming back to the light, the wisdom and knowledge of understanding of this truth. This man is getting ready to be unleashed. Why does it say, rejoice ye heavens? The elect, the remnant, our salvation is drawing near. So when these things begin to happen, look up and know it, that our salvation is near. The remnant of the hopeful elect. Let's visit the comment board. Yup. Brother Andre serving Yahweh Shai. Psalms 5, verse 6. Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man. So this man works evil on his bed. In the morning, he's thinking about how to steal and kill. Lunchtime, this man is figuring out how to steal and kill. Dinner time, the devil is working on his New World Order agenda. His global reset and lockdowns. The devil never sleeps. While you're sleeping home comfortably, Esau Edom is working how to shut down the entire earth and microchip everybody under his New World Order so that his system will govern you and be your master. Sleazy E will be your guide. Brother Bakayar, Yasharala, Luke 12 and 4. And I say unto you, my friends, be not afraid of them that kill the body, and after that have no more that they can do. But I will forewarn you of whom ye shall fear. Fear him, which after he hath killed, have power to cast into hell. Yea, I say unto you, fear him. So we ought to fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that can destroy our body and our soul. Because he is the author and finisher, the creator. We don't fear the caveman. We don't fear what these cave beasts can do to this body. We ought to fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Get ready for captivity, caveman. See? Told you, no fear. But he's getting ready to come with it. He's fallen and he can't get up. So he's being made ready to be the sword of the Lord. Brother Andre serving Yahweh Shai. The book of Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord. Say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. So this sword of the Lord is what we read in Psalm 17, verse 13. Esau Edom is getting ready to lock everybody down because he knows he's fallen. Lady Liberty is fallen and she can't get up. So they're going to make sure you take this digital device to go into your hand or your forehead. Or every movement is going to be tracked. Even your thought processes. You're going to be digitally tracked by a global positioning system. You will not be able to buy. You will not be able to sell. You will not be able to trade unless you allow this man to put his digital rod within you. And that's fornication. So he's getting ready to come with it. Ezekiel 21, verse 9 again. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord. Say, a sword, a what? A sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. it is furbished, that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened, and it is furbished, to give it to the hand of the slayer. Let's go back to Psalm 17, verse 13. Let's go to 8. Psalm 17. Who is the slayer? The book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 8. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings. From the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. Who is the wicked? According to Malachi 1 and 4. Sleazy, evil E. The destroyer. Let's go up to verse 4. Who is the slayer? The book of Psalms, chapter 17, verse 4. Concerning the works of men, by the word of thy lips, I have kept me from the paths of the destroyer. So really, they are a tool of the Lord. See? So the Most High is stirring up these devils. Let's go to Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So the Most High is controlling these devils. I'm going to show you. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 10. The book of Isaiah chapter 10, verse 4. Without me they shall bow down under the prisoners, and they shall fall under the slain. For all this is his anger not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. His hand. So the Most High is controlling them. Let's read it again. Isaiah 10, verse 4. Without me they shall bow down under the prisoners, and they shall fall under the slain. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. So the Most High controls the caveman. So we ought to fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai rather than these red dragons. Let's go to Isaiah 10. So they are a tool of the Lord. Let's get there. Isaiah 10 and 15. So the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is controlling them. Isaiah 10, verse 15. Shall the axe boast itself against him that heweth therewith? Or shall the saw magnify itself against him that shaketh it? As if the rod should shake itself against them that lifteth it up, or as if the staff should lift up itself as it were no wood. So the Lord controls these animals. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We're going to go to Isaiah 51. There's more on that. So they're being controlled by the Spirit of the Lord. Isaiah 51. See? Verse 5. My righteousness is near, my salvation is gone forth, and my arm shall judge the people. The owl shall wait upon me, and on my arm shall they trust. What are we reading about? Balance, judgment, and deliverance. Judgment to the wicked, and the wicked 2/3 Israelites, and deliverance and salvation by the word of the Most High, his right arm. A perfect balance. Let's go to Isaiah 51. Who controls the axe, the rod, the staff, the saw, the sword? Let's go to Isaiah 51. Verse 13. We got to go to verse 12. I, even I, am he that comforteth you. Who art thou that thou shouldest be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the Son of Man which shall be made as grass? Why are you fearing the caveman? Who created the caveman? These red beasts. Let's read it again. Isaiah 51, verse 12. I, even I, am he that comforteth you. Who art thou that thou shouldest be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the Son of Man which shall be made as grass? And forgettest the Lord thy Maker, that hath stretched forth the heavens, and laid the foundations of the earth, and hast feared continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, as if he were ready to destroy. And where is the fury of the oppressor? I'm going to show you where the fury of the oppressor is. Let's go back to Isaiah 10, verse 5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger and the staff in their hand is my indignation. Woo! Let's go to the comment board. So we ought to fear Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai rather than cavemen. Let's go back to the comment board. Yup. Brother Gabar Dama. Isaiah 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So the true power is in the hands of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai. That is where the power lies. Brother Gabar Dama, Deuteronomy 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver